niche pocket pick that puts a lot of side lane pressure. That for the side of Nova Esports, they have no real person to attend to the Miyue here. So if this ball gets rolling coming in from Yulong's Miyue, he's going to have a fun time in the side lane with that ultimate to bail himself out of sticky situations.
I kind of feel that it's going to also depend on the early game execution of the jungle pattern here for the side of APG. There's always this situation. If your jungle is quite different from the other junglers, you kind of like tend to sacrifice a little bit of something into the game, right? And the Miyue is that type of hero.
It is that type of hero here. It's one of those pocket picks that don't really get the broad daylight in a Honor of Kings tournament here, but this is the global ban pick that introduced such interesting picks, and this is also game number 2 with Nova Esports versus APG in that upper bracket semifinals.
Yeah, and as we go into this one, game number 2, I think APG, this is an interesting draft.
Yeah.
They knew that they were coming in. They were very ready, and to kind of counter the Niza pick, this is going to be a fun one to watch, man.
They have so many answer to the Neza Liu Bang combination. They have a good team fight capability. You have Xiang, Yang Zhang as the Clash laner. We really thought that it was going to be their jungle, and of course the Miyue side lane push. Plus you also have Xishan's, I should say, one of his favorite picks, that Nua pick, which is with a high win rate for his hero pool.
Yeah, and the Yang Zhan has been just like really hotly contested as a hero.
Yes, sir.
It's definitely had a rise in terms of the KIC. All the teams have been aware of this strategy and throwing it in the Clash lane, and then you have the Miyue in the jungle. This is going to be, again, just a fun top lane.
I think we have the tables turned around here. Of course, last game, we saw APG having a quite one-dimensional stun and then burst draft. But we also have Nova right now having, for me, one-dimensional, that Neza ultimate. It needs to have that early advantage with, of course, the Liu Bang now clearing up this top lane.
I mean, if he's able to, I don't think that he needs to be completely like that initiator, because he's going to be so far ahead. I think it really comes back to Bucci. As weird as this sounds, maybe you get like a Flash Flaming Palm pick off, and then you turn that into some sort of Skyfall. I mean, I don't want to see CY just going suicide mission.
I like what you said. It's about the, sometimes the long can actually be your poke hero, right? Like Flaming Palm, and then third skill combo with the Flaming Palm. Every time there's a hero with a low HP, you can actually use the Neza ultimate there and pick off someone. So again, we shall see as both of the teams just clearing out the mid lane. We're used to seeing this, of course, for all of the teams right now in HOK.
Yeah, sharing gold at this point, I mean, into that mid lane, both sides. I think the early skirmishes are going to be very difficult for us to see when that first blood is going to happen, because I don't think it's going to happen for quite some time. These two teams, again, they have so many ways to reposition and just keep them from afar. It's
quite a 50-50, I think, also in the team fight. I think what matters here is going to be the position, of course, of JD. As the consort you, for me, is not really the type of hero on the S tier pick. Every time you don't have the wind, the second skill, you really want to position yourself very nicely in the team fight. And don't have that sticky situation.
Yeah, and that's the brilliance of global ban pick, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to pick heroes that are not really top tier. I mean, this is one where they're kind of thinking long term, and they realize that we might go to a game 6, 5, so that we need some sort of heroes in that late game.
Yeah. Ooh, quite a miss there coming in from JD to clear out that wave, though.
Oh, JD in the bottom lane, actually going to give up first blood. Muchi was literally just running it down. They had a bunch of members, and here's the emergence just to defend the bottom T1.
Smart gank there coming in from Nova, as Muchi waited for the perfect opportunity. Every time you go lane, with that consort you.
With that Skyfall, but the Umbro Moon, this is that niche pick, and this is how they kind of deal with it. They just shake you off.
They just bait it out. Just bait that ultimate. I also have my ultimate. I'm gonna go to another dimension, and we're good. Team APG.
Now it's in this mid lane here. Shisan, he's gonna have to deal with the minions. He does have just his creation blocks, and I think that he'll be fine in that top. But the top part is where things are hot and heavy.
And I kind of feel that APG has the better tempo here in terms of clearing out the wave. Miyue, of course, with the easy wave clear with the first kill and the second, of course. And plus, you also have the consort you with the arrow, for sure. So if you are Nova right now in the 4-minute mark, you need to keep things going. You need to at least force something out, maybe force a team fight right here.
Yeah, yeah, but it's gonna be tough. Like, I don't know if this is the right, place, because Yulong is at the top, and it doesn't look like Nova Esports are even trying to take the Tyrants. And again, the Overlord is easily picked up by Yulong.
For sure, APG will have the driver's seat here in terms of tempo control. The wave clear that they have is much better compared to Nova, especially the top lane. Look at that, Siang creating a space for his team here for the side and the vision, as Nova will just poke out maybe for APG to at least create space for CY.
Yeah, just a lot of space.
Yeah.
I mean, on the other end though, Yulong, you're seeing what he's doing. He's invading and then he's dark transferring back to safety, so you could never really pin him down.
Yeah.
So Nova Esports are a little bit behind in terms of the jungle as well, but CY picking up that Tyrant.
They just want to get what they can get, maybe even up a trade or something, maybe a Tyrant, an objective for an objective. But then again, I do feel that Team APG, they're playing the game that they want. They're not forcing anything, they're just clearing the waves
Skyfall
quickly.
in the mid lane, right under the tower though. CY a little ambitious, finding Siang as well. He's going to be pushed back, and with that Heaven and Earth mode, he's going to tank it all.
Mr. Howler, APG is just playing it safe.
Yeah.
They're really playing it safe.
I don't think you need to rush it.
Yeah.
I think that, because you know CY, when he goes with that Skyfall in, if you're able to kind of just withstand that and just kind of look to the mid game, I think APG are doing a fine job right now.
And they do expect that Team Nova will force something out. Again, the worst reaction is having no reaction at all.
True.
And they're like, okay, I don't mind you. Pop your ultimate, I'm just gonna clear the waves.
Yeah, and I mean, that's like the biggest thing for APG is that most of the initiations that have happened, they're kind of like, okay, it's not the end of the world. We're able to survive.
Yep.
And that's got to be a little bit worrying for Nova, because you know that they want to just fly and get the pick off and get on out.
And it's kind of hard to kill them also.
True.
Again, JD has the wins, can counter out the Flaming Palm. Meanwhile, there you go. There's the bait.
Yeah, another dark transfer. He's going to be back on out. And Yulong, again, he's playing this Millet to like the T. I mean, it's got to be super frustrating for Nova.
APG playing cat and mouse in this game, Mr. Howler. And they're doing a pretty great job being the Jerry in this game.
And constantly able to shade away, just being very elusive. And that space created for the bottom lane. Now you see Siang on that bottom T1.
The way to win a MOBA game is to destroy the towers.
True.
And APG, they don't mind. We don't mind the low-scoring game. They don't mind the kills.
Yeah, they don't need any kills. They just want your towers. So as long as they're creating space somewhere and they're able to take towers elsewhere, I think they're going to happily do that.
But then again, Nova has the firepower, I should say. They have, of course, true damage coming out from the long. Neza also having that extra damage.
Yep.
And you also gotta watch out. You need to also watch out for Wendy, of course. Like what we've talked about on this late gen pick. So the wave clear also is good. But then again, APG just chilling. Just chilling.
Just chilling, but they're doing a good job because they're in the Nova jungle, right? And now they're contesting. They're making things very uncomfortable for Nova Esports because they have to defend their own jungle. And this Crimson, again, 50-50.
Yeah, they're poking them. There you go, Flaming Palm combo. But there's the outs coming in from Chishan. So no casualties whatsoever, as Nova will actually equalize the goal deficit.
Yeah. They'll be happy with that one. I mean, APG threw everything at it to potentially steal that Crimson with like the Annihilation. Saber had a smite, wasn't able to get in position. So again, APG just making things a little uncomfortable for Nova.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for Nova to actually take a team fight right here. Low scoring game, ladies and gentlemen, for this game, 8-minute mark. I'm not gonna be surprised if we're gonna head on to the 20-minute dragon, I should say.
Okay, I'm gonna make a prediction and say that at the 20-minute mark, somebody will have another kill.
Yeah,
I'm hoping in 12 minutes,
It's gonna be 2-0 or maybe 2-1.
maybe.
2-1.
But Siang now getting gone on the top lane. He has to actually flash away. Saber's getting a little bit low. He's gonna use the Umbrella Outburst, but Siang is getting focused down. Zhuang gets to pick off onto that Saber with those shields. I don't know if those are gonna be enough. He's gonna hide under the mid T2. See who I was thinking about diving, but they take the top instead.
Wow.
Infinite passes on back on out of this one, but Bucci's gonna get back to safety. Nova's in that top lane. The Annihilation is gonna do a little bit of damage onto those minions and clears that away, but the top T3 taking a decent amount of damage.
Team Nova forcing everything in the top lane, getting Siang, and that was a free B kill, as they're saying, hey, we're gonna get some, you know? We're gonna get some.
Tisan, who has to use the passive. He flashes on back. That was a little bit scary, but the Skyfall, CY was looking to die, but Chisan is gonna be still alive. APG, no, he gets picked off. The DOT was too much.
Nova just risking everything cashing in everything to probably get one kill.
Yeah, but
and they're tired of not getting anything.
The Umbral Moon is going to be turning around. And CY stuck around a little too long. Now Nova on the run. There's no catch.
There's no catch for sure. Team Nova definitely won for me in terms of the pick-off. But there's the space coming in from Yulong in the bottom side. As the Nova will just back off and reset once again. I'm not gonna be surprised if they're gonna do a part 2 of that initial tower dive in the top lane.
Yeah, I think that they'll probably look into that one. But I mean, a good trade for APG, trading away the Nua Shisan for the Neza CY. I think that's just gonna definitely help Yulong right now with a 1K lead over CY.
Yeah, Yulong is the difference maker of this game. Having 1 assist, no kills whatsoever. Getting another goal here on the Tyrant.
Outburst, they actually find him with that Annihilation.
Wow.
The Stampede, he gets right onto his Dragon. He's going to be on out of this one. But now Yulong and Fraud Siang is looking to find him, and they find Waypit instead. And APG with that pickoff are going to be so happy.
Finally, APG doing something with their damage, but then again, Yulong getting picked off 4-2. Team Nova, that was so crucial.
Yeah, so crucial. I mean, the Skyfall and the Battlefield Command, it is a 2-for-1 in favor of you. You're definitely going to be able to find it, and you want to, like, limit what Yulong is bringing.
I definitely thought APG has the advantage after that team fight, but Yulong not in the right place.
Yeah.
The wrong place at the wrong time.
The
Great
wrong neighborhood,
there.
man.
The wrong neighborhood. CY and Shuwan getting the advantage.
Yeah, they'll be very happy with that. I mean, they need to find more pickoffs like that. I mean, if you're looking at Nova, they have a 4-2 lead, but the biggest thing is like they haven't been able to find those kinds of picks except for that moment. A great one for Nova.
Yeah. Again, the global advantage coming in from Nova. And you also have a Dolya ultimate, I should say, that can reset Neza's ultimate. So, like, we're good.
Yeah.
Every time there's a failed attempt, we have another one.
I mean, look at the APG lineup. Everyone has a great ult that can take advantage of that Celestial Melody. So,
yes, sir.
like, pick your poison in terms of how they want to do it. They have so many options with this Dolya draft.
Great opportunity for Nova to actually take an advantage, to take a lead there. But unfortunately, like what we've said, the wave clear for APG is just too much. It's really hard to handle, especially with this Miyue. So maybe they need another pickoff. Like, and look at Shuwon's position here. Great position to get a vision. As we are now having the Overlord dance.
Yeah, it's going to start on this one. Mind you, Schwan, he can Battlefield Command in
Yes,
at a moment's notice, so it's not that bad. Saber's getting a little bit low. CY looking to go for the back line and just kind of attracting the attention. Here comes the Battlefield Command. They're not able to get the stun, but the Overlord is not actually being picked up by that smite. And now they get the turnaround. They find Schwan, but JD and Saber are both down for the count. APG now looking to run. Shisan can't emergence back. Schwan, but JD and Saber are both down for the count. APG now looking to run. Shisan can't emergence back to safety. He's going to be killed as well. And now Xiang will be back in his base.
CY is just too much for APG to handle. Yulong all alone in the middle side. But Team Nova will just destroy the tower. Nova taking the lead. 7-3, 12 minutes into this game.
Yeah, with no Vanguard, no minions at this point. Nova Esports not playing scared. They have a huge advantage. They got a great 3-for-1 trade.
Yes, sir.
A great situation for Nova.
Yeah, even though there's the Overlord Dragons coming in from for APG, they can just wave clear that out. But then again, there's the reset, 50-50. There's the space for the side of APG.
I mean, with all of that, the 7-3 kills, they're only up 1K overall.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
APG still are in this game.
So we did the wrong prediction there. We all thought that it's going to be 2-0 at the 20-minute mark, 13 minutes.
That's on me, that's on me.
Yeah, me too, I agreed.
I mean, they really just turned it up. They're like, okay, let's team fight. I think we're at that moment. And I mean, again, just a lot more kills in that past like 4 minutes.
Of course, Muchi having the Starbreaker, considering the Flaming Palm Q damage added to the Starbreaker penetration though, like Saber's health is going to go down. That's why you would love to pick this long. Every masterful long player can play this, like the poke type long play. Also having that ultimate to escape. As a Team Nova will just defend. Again, we're looking at a 50-50 game. APG has the cat and mouse play. where they can just clear wave and not force anything. But Nova, they need to initiate the team fight.
They need to. They need to figure it out, but it's not easy to do because, again, I mean, if you go on to Yulong or he's able to kind of elude things, Saber's there for that help, this is going to be a tough one. But now they're kind of dancing around. Waypick gets back to safety. The pushback onto CY, who just wants this Tyrant. It might be a bit of a 50-50. And now with that overmove, they find Muji. That's the pickup that they want. And now CY with that battlefield command. But the Umbrella Offer stopping all of that. They have the Stampede. They kill Schwan. They find CY. A triple kill going the way of Yulong. And now APG on the run.
APG finally getting the win and now pushing out the tower, going into the bottom side.
I mean, they're looking to just potentially end. Xiang is actually going to hound forward. Heaven and Earth mode is going to be there. And now APG on the attack. The Annihilation is just going to be used just to zone them away. They're back in the fountain. And now APG looking to end this game. Xiang is up there with finding Waypit, who's just trying to deal with the minion wave.
Wow.
He's actually going to be killed. And now they find Wendy as well. And APG strike back in game 2.
They equalize the series here, and with the decisive back-to-back objective secures coming in from Saber, they found the way. And the final assassination on that mirror pick on towards Muchi's long, the Aoyin, really make it work. I think Muchi was like, bro, where did I go?
Where did I go? Yeah. And I was like, it was definitely risky for the side of Nova. They need to risk it. Nothing's gonna happen if they're definitely gonna lose it if they're gonna do the waiting game that APG is doing. And I would understand why they would enter like in the third base, and especially in the last few moments of the team fight. But unfortunately, APG has the items already to be more tanky and have the damage that they want.
It's a very smart Braveness mirror pick coming in on the final one for the side of Yulong. He only played this once in the MKL, if I'm not mistaken, Spring 2025. And he's bringing it out once again as a pseudo counter against the Nerds out here, because the logic being is, yes, you Skyfall on towards me. That's the first one. The second one, if I survive, I pop the ultimate, I run away from you, and I get to steal your stats from you with the link, the Umbral link, right? So it makes a lot of sense coming in towards this draft, and something that we need to really point focus to